Good evening, all you ghouls and goblins, and welcome to Fairhaven TV's Haunted Halloween Party. I'm your ghost host with the most, Magician Todd Migliacci, and we have a frightening fun evening prepared for you, filled with both tricks as well as treats. But right now, we're gonna set the mood with a scary, spooky story. And for me, I'll meet you back here a little later on.
Good evening. I'm Griselda Gravestone, your best ghoul friend, and I'm here to tell you 3 spooky tales that will keep you up at night. The first story is called The Hairy Toe. There once was a little girl who went into the woods to dig up some roots for her mother to cook for dinner. She saw something strange sticking out of the ground, and when she went to investigate, she saw a great big hairy toe. It had a lot of meat on it, and she was so hungry that it looked delicious. She grabbed it and tugged, and after a struggle, it snapped off. Then she brought it home for her mother to make a tasty stew. When she got back home, she boiled up a big pot of hairy toe soup, which she ate for dinner that night. It was the best meal she'd had in weeks. The little girl went to bed that night with a full belly and a smile on her face. Around midnight, a cold wind started howling in the treetops around the little girl's home. A dark cloud crept over the moon, and from the woods, the girl could hear a voice saying,
"Hairy toe, hairy toe, I want my hairy toe."
Inside the house, the little girl shuddered and turned over to go back to sleep. Then there was a stomp, stomp, stomp from outside, getting closer and closer to the house. Again, she heard,
"Hairy toe, I want my hairy toe."
The girl pulled the covers up over her head and covered her ears. The wind howled.
"Hairy toe, I want my hairy toe."
The little girl jumped out of bed and ran down the stairs to the door, where she put a board across it to keep whatever was out there out. When the house was secure, she went back upstairs to bed. Suddenly, the door burst open, breaking the board, sending splinters everywhere. Then there was a stomp, stomp, stomp up the stairs. Peeking from under the blankets, the little girl saw a massive figure in her doorway.
"Hairy toe, I want my hairy toe."
The girl sat up and yelled out in terror,
"I ate your hairy toe!"
"Yes, you did,"
said the figure as it came closer to her bed. No one ever saw the little girl again. The only clue to her disappearance was a giant footprint her mother found pressed into the mud beside her house. The footprint was missing the left big toe.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are live here in studio in Fairhaven, Massachusetts at Fairhaven Television. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed that spooky story. We have more spooky stories in store for you, as well as magic, cooking demonstrations, and so much more. So strap yourselves in. We're going to have fun this Halloween here on our virtual show. So if you're joining us and want to participate, I see we have a bunch of folks in our Zoom meeting. If you're there, thanks for being here early, and you can certainly still join. You just have to head to fairhaventv.com/haunted Halloween party and just click the Zoom link. And as long as you have it downloaded on your device, it will automatically pop up and you'll be here live with us. So we're actually going to go and we're going to take a peek inside the Zoom. We're going to see how many people are here live with us. So we're going to take a peek. You're here you're on TV, guys. Give us a big wave. We can't hear you. That's okay, though. We're just waving. We're just seeing everybody. We can see a lot of amazing costumes, everything from, you know, we got game characters. We have fruits, witches, and even Minnie Mouse in there. That's fantastic. Well, guys, thank you for being here. We're going to be talking with you throughout the show, so be prepared to to be able to pop on at any moment. What will happen is if I call on you, you're going to get a message to unmute yourselves. You'll click on unmute, and then we'll be able to chit-chat back and forth. And you can certainly watch, if you're watching on Zoom, put it in, there's a certain mode, there's gallery mode, but you want it in speaker mode, and that will show the whole broadcast for you. And if we want to say hello to everybody watching on channel 95 in Fairhaven, Mass, as well as, you know, on our website, fairhaventv.com. So thank you all for being here. And now we also are going to do a little something. We did a little an in-person safe event over at Fairhaven Rec Center. It was a trick-or-treat bag pickup as well as a haunted photo spot. I know a lot of you guys participated in that. We'll get into that a little bit later on, but if you have your mystery bag from your trick-or-treat bag, you're going to need that, so make sure you have that with you, and we'll explain what that is. If we head to the Zoom, let's see, people have it ready to go. Hold it up. We'll show everybody who has the bags. I am proud of all of you guys for not opening them. You resisted. I know, that's fantastic. Thank you guys for having that ready. We will get back to that a little later on in the show, so you can put it right down next to you, and we'll open that a little later on. But first, I thought we should put some tricks into the phrase trick or treat. And as a magician, I will maybe do some tricks, but no, I don't know what to do here in this graveyard. There's not normally stuff here to do magic tricks, but maybe, oh, here we go. Look at that. Just in the graveyard. We have a haunted sheet. We got a pad to write stuff down in, and we're going to do a magic trick with you guys. First, we're going to kick this off here. Let's see, with this lovely sheet. It's got ghosts. It's got pumpkins. It's got a whole bunch of different stuff. And I found if you kind of show your hands empty, you can get something magical to happen. Watch. Oh, there we go. Get a marker to appear. That's right. This is what we magicians used to write with. It's a magic marker. I see you laughing at home. All right, so that maybe. Okay, magician, not comedian. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write something down on this pad of paper, and then I'm going to need someone from the Zoom to help pick a card. We'll do that in just a second, but before I have someone help out, I'm going to write something down on this sheet of paper here. We're going to uncap that like that. Lovely. We're going to write something down, but I don't want to influence you guys, so I'm going to keep it close to myself and keep it hidden like this. What do I want to do? I'm going to write something down. All right. I don't want you to see it, so I'm going to keep it hidden. Whoop, drop the marker. That's what we in magic call a diversion. All right. See, it's like gone. Okay. So there we have that. Oh, I'll get rid of some extra paper here. So let me kind of explain what just happened. I wrote something down. Now I'm going to have someone give me a suggestion from the crowd, and that was my recap for that event. All right. Now the markers disappear. So let's see. Who wants to participate? We got a couple hands up there. Let's go. We have Kristen right there. We got a couple kids there. They're excited. Okay, you're going to... Oh, you unmuted. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Hi, how are you?
Good. Good.
Good. I love your costumes. Okay, so we have Logan Morales right there as alternative Spider-Man. Then what's M on your shirt? What are you?
I forgot to put my mask on. Where's my mask?
Oh, we need a mask to complete the ensemble. There we go. There's Miles. And do we have a witch? And hi. There we go. We got the mask on. Who are you? What are you dressed up as?
I'm Spider-Man.
Spider-Man and a marshmallow person? I'm sorry?
DJ Marshmallow.
Oh, DJ Marshmallow. I should have known. I apologize. And in the back, hi, what are you dressed up as?
A broken doll.
A broken doll. Very cool. Can you show me a broken doll pose? Is it like this?
Do a broken doll pose. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Nailed it. Good work, guys. All right. So we got some dancing too. I love it. Okay, if you guys could, I'm going to have you guys line up because you're each going to help with this trick, okay? So we're going to line up. Very nice. We got a broken doll.
Back a little. No.
Yeah.
Cross, right, Bubby?
Thank you, Dad. I appreciate it. Hi, Mom. I'll wave to you. Taking a picture now. Perfect. Okay. Spider-Man, let's see you in the line. Let's line up the other way as well, so we can
line up across so we can see everybody.
But
like
I have to say, you did line up perfectly. I should have explained better. You did it nice.
Get in there.
All right. So
everybody back up a little so we can see everybody.
All right. Everyone stand in a line. Like
yeah,
that.
line. There we go.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Can you see everybody?
Mom here to help for the win. Thank you, Mom. All right, guys. Now we're gonna show you this deck of cards I have here. I got actually a big deck of cards, right? But I actually wrote on the back of these a bunch of different Halloween creatures. Spooky, some scary. So we have some classic ones like the witch. We have a zombie, a Frankenstein. Let's see, we got a vampire. You know, we have werewolf. So we have all the monsters. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix these up. We're gonna eliminate a few. So we're gonna ask the scary doll, the broken doll first. I have cards in my left hand and in my right hand. You're going to get rid of half of these cards. Do you want me to drop the left hand or do you want me to drop the right hand?
Left. Right. Right.
She said left. She said left.
Left.
Left. We're going to drop the left hand. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. There we go. We're going to start going down. We're going to eliminate some. Now, Spider-Man, you ready? Spider-Man, do you want me to drop my left hand or do you want me to drop my right hand?
Left.
Going to drop my left hand. Okay. DJ Marshmallow. All right. Do you want me to drop the cards in my left hand or drop the ones in my right hand?
Your right hand.
Okay, we're mixing it up. And we have one more friend on the end. Hi. I didn't say hello to you. What are you dressed up as?
Vampirina.
Vampirina, very cool. Disney Junior, I love it. Now, Vampirina, you have a choice. Which would you like? Would you like the ace, the jack, or the queen?
Queen.
And this is not going to be eliminated. Whatever you pick, we're going to use.
Good choice.
Queen.
We're going with the queen. So you're happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So the queen, let's see. On the back of the queen, we have a ghost. Very nice. So through everyone's help, we've eliminated the entire deck with all the different creatures, and we landed on Ghost. Now, wouldn't it be weird if what you picked, wouldn't it be weird if it matched? Let's take a peek here. Wouldn't it be weird if it matched what I wrote?
Oh, wait. Did he? What?
Wow. That's amazing, you guys. Let's give a round of applause for my helpers right there in the crowd. Yes. Good job, you guys. Thank you very much. Now, stick around. We're going to do trivia and a bunch of other things, but thank you for helping out. I'm going to come back and we're going to actually do a little something else. I'm going to grab the marker back here. All right. And I'm going to continue the drawing now that we have the word ghost. All right. I'm going to make maybe a little emoji ghost. All right. Let's make it magician, not artist. Okay, here we go. We're going to make him go, ooh, little face, we'll go, woo, and he's floating like that. It kind of looks like a ghost. All right, we'll go with it. All right. Well, now that we have our ghost drawing, let's add a little magic, shall we? What? Ghost, everybody. That's fantastic. And this is our little ghost friend, the ghost with the most. We'll leave him right there. All right. We're a lot more magic to come. Don't go anywhere, but I thought it might be fun to see how we, around town, everyone is celebrating Halloween. And so let's take a trip to different houses, see how everyone's decorated, and we'll even check in with our community group, the NFIA, see what they're doing for Halloween as well. Stay right here.
Hi, my name is Pauline Parker, and I am the president of the North Fairhaven Improvement Association, also known as the NFIA. The NFIA was organized in 1950. The purpose of this organization is to improve conditions in North Fairhaven, to promote its beauty, healthfulness, and welfare, to foster a spirit of community cooperation among the people of this town, and to take an active interest in any matter which may affect the town of Fairhaven as a whole. Each year, we also organize many events for the community, including our Easter egg hunt, the Horribles Parade, and the lighting of Benoit Square with Santa. Our meetings are held on the third Wednesday of each month at the old fire station, number 3, at 267 Adams Street here in town. We are always looking for new members with fresh ideas and plenty of energy to join us at our meetings and or at our many events and fundraisers. Please check us out on Facebook and at our website listed below. Thank you and stay safe.
What wonderful decorated houses. And just to think, you know, all of this Halloween spirits in our backyard. All right. Well, let's see. I think I'm a little thirsty under the lights here. We got the red Solo cup, the Halloween party cup of choice for drinking soda, of course. Right. So let's, oh, hold on, guys. My nose itches now. That's weird. You know what? It would be better if I had like a straw or something. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, great. Now, what's a magic show or a magician doing tricks without, you know, a card trick, without some cards? Now, I don't have any with me right now, but I do have some paper. You know, I actually cut this out, and I don't know if you guys like arts and crafts like me, but I actually make my own card boxes so I can draw in color, and it's just little pieces of paper, but then we have to obviously add color into it, and then as soon as you add color, you know, now we can cut a box here, and then we can form it into the shape like so, put a little lid on it, and then we give it a little snap, and we can maybe get some cards to appear. But just like we started with the card box, these cards are blank as well. All right, so let's turn it around. You can see both sides of this. All right, and actually, you know what? Let's do some magic, right? We'll give it a little 1, 2, 3, and then maybe, there we go, we can get some cards to print. Now we can play our Go Fish with our deck of cards. We'll put that in here, save that for some Halloween party games later. Well, let's see. You know what? I want to play some trivia. We're going to do some Halloween trivia a little bit later on, but right now we're going to head over to the family table. That's Fairhaven TV's own cooking show with Kathy. She's got some holiday Halloween recipes, and we're going to start this one with some popcorn balls. So get ready to write down this recipe. This one's a good one.
Hi everyone, welcome to the family table. We are going to do a little Halloween special. Some of the things I'm going to make today, well, pretty much all of them kids can do, but you will have to be careful on some of them that deals with hot liquids and things like that. But let's get started. We have a few that we're going to do to show you for our little special here. The first one we're going to do is popcorn balls. This is how it would look all finished. And they're nice, you know, the kid grabs them and the kids can really help you with that. So to start over here, we're going to get to the pan. We are going to put 3/4 of a cup of butter, cup of corn syrup. You can use Caro. That's what most people use. So we're going to use that one. And we're going to use some brown. Kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We do have to cook the syrup that we're going to use, and that is going to take a little bit of time because you got to get it to what they call a hard crack stage. Get the butter in here. I use unsalted butter. I always use unsalted butter. It will control the salt that you want to put in your item, so always use unsalted butter. A 1/2 cup of light brown sugar, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Get the Caro syrup in there. It's a little sugar going into this pot. So that's your Caro syrup in there. What we're going to do is we're going to stir it a little bit. You're going to keep stirring this until it comes to a boil. When it comes to a boil, you are going to put a candy thermometer in it. If it starts to boil, you do not stir it any longer. You just let it sit. I decided to buy popcorn. You can pop your own popcorn. The only thing is, do not use microwave popcorn. It just doesn't work. It's too greasy. It definitely does not work well. You are going to do 12 cups of popcorn. You can put Cheerios in here. You can put, little Fruity Pebbles. You can put almost any kind of cereal. My grandchildren love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's about 2 cups. And then you're going to put these lovely candy corns and you just put them right in. What we're going to do here is just kind of mix it up a little bit. So you got a little bit of popcorn, you got a little bit of candy corn, you got a little bit of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. As you can see, it's nice, it's bubbly. There's your caramel. You're going to just pour it on the top. There we go. It will cool off fast once you start moving it around, because now you have more air getting to the caramel. I do suggest, so you will let it sit for a little while. Make sure everything is covered. You know, keep stirring it. You'll be able to tell that the popcorn's all covered. There. I guess you could just sit here with a spoon and eat it, but I don't think you'll be happy with yourself at the end, though. So once all the popcorn, and you're sure the popcorn and the Cinnamon Toast Crunch or whatever you stir in here is covered, there you go. So this is your popcorn ball mix. Let it sit down, let it cool off a little bit, and there you go. And you'll have this wonderful little idea for Halloween party. We'll be showing you another idea just in a couple minutes.
Don't those look absolutely delicious? That is a fun recipe that I'm going to try this Halloween. All right, so as promised, we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna play a game we'd like to call trivia. That's right, it's self-explanatory, but we're gonna ask you a whole bunch of questions, not only about Halloween, but things related to Halloween. And we have a timer bar at the bottom, as you guys can see right now. That's gonna be how much time we have to ask each question. And guess what? We're even gonna pause it and talk to you guys live on Zoom. So first question, what country did Halloween originate in? Shout it out at home if you think you know it. Make sure everyone at home knows what your answer might be. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ireland. Hello to all of our Irish friends. All right, question number 2. What was used as the first jack-o'-lanterns? Here's a hint, it's not pumpkins. Say it out loud if you think you know it. It's turnips. Isn't that crazy? I think carving a turnip would be easier. Okay, third question, is a pumpkin a fruit or vegetable? We're gonna pause the timer. We're gonna pause to ask somebody on the Zoom meeting. So let's see, who thinks they might know? Raise your hand if you think you might know. All right, can we talk to the banana? Let's see, you're gonna be asked to unmute yourself. Hello, my name is Banana.
A vegetable.
Hi, what's your name?
Gray. Or
It's
banana.
nice to meet you. I dig your costume. It's very appealing to me. All right. So you said you think that a pumpkin is a
Vegetable.
vegetable. All right. We're gonna start the timer again. Let's see if he's right. It's a fruit. How crazy is that? At least it's in the same genre as as your costume. Thanks for calling in. All right, we're gonna move on to another question, and we're gonna ask someone else. So let's see. The question is, which princess caught a ride to the ball in a pumpkin? If you think you know, raise your hand. I'm gonna see if we have any princesses in the Zoom to call on. Let's see, Brittany C, I see we have a hand up. Pink shirt, blue shirt on the couch. One more over and up. There we go. We're gonna ask you to unmute yourself so we can say hello.
Cinderella.
Cinderella, you think it's Cinderella? We'll find out in just a second, but what's your name?
Avery.
Hi, Avery. Happy Halloween. And who do we have next to you?
No.
Aria.
Hi, Aria. All right. Well,
Disappeared.
she disappeared. She's like a magician herself. I love it. Well, we're gonna find out to see if you're right. Do you think you're right? Okay, let's head over to the question again. We're gonna see what the correct answer. Which princess caught a ride to the ball in a pumpkin? It is Cinderella. You did it. Good job. Good job. Thanks for calling in. We're gonna move on to another question. And this one's true or false. It's a 50-50. Transylvania, where Dracula is from, is in fact a real place. Is it true or false? Let's see. We have a skeleton, Harry and Caden, we're going to call on. You can click the unmute. You think it's true? Okay.
Harrison.
Nice to meet you, Harrison. That's very cool. Oh, who do we have in the back there? Hi, whoever's there. I feel like you're about to jump out and scare everyone. There it is. Say boo. All right, cool. Well, let's see if you're correct. Is Transylvania, where Dracula is from, a real place or not? It is a real place, and it is in Romania. Thanks for calling in, buddy. We're going to move on. This one's a visual one. Who is this? What is his name? I'll give you a hint. He is a friendly ghost. All right. We have, someone named Morgan. Let's go ahead and, Morgan, click unmute. And by the way, I'm not psychic. I'm just reading your names on the bottom of the Zoom screen. So we have a Morgan.
Okay, good.
Dad for the win.
His name. Say his name.
Hi, Morgan. Is it Casper? You think it's Casper the friendly ghost?
Yeah.
Okay, Morgan. Are you having a good Halloween so far?
Yeah.
You are? Fantastic. Well, let's see if we can make it a better Halloween for you. Let's see if you are correct or not. Who's this guy and what is his name? You're right, Morgan. It is Casper, the friendly ghost. Good work. Thank you so much for helping and calling in. All right, we're going to move on to the next question. Guys, you guys are doing pretty well on this. Let's see, make it a little bit harder for you, but it is a multiple choice. How many bones are there in a human skeleton? Is it 92? Is it 206? Or is it 511? All right, we've already talked to a skeleton tonight, so let's move on. We have Luigi. Julian, go ahead, do me a favor, bud. Click unmute. Hi, Julian. Is that your name?
Yes. No, yes.
Well, nice to meet you, Julian. I see you're Luigi, but where's Mario?
My dad being him.
Your dad's being him? Very cool. I love it. Yeah. Can you do me a favor? Can you like punch a brick to get some coins? Can you go? Boop, boop. I love it. Good job, bud. All right. Back to the question. Julian, how many bones do you think are in a human skeleton? Do you think it's 92? Do you think it's 206? Or do you think we're filled with 511 bones? What do you think?
206.
206. Are you guessing or do you know?
No.
You know. Okay, well, let's find out if Julian's correct. How many bones in a human skeleton? It is 206. Good work, bud. I'm impressed. Good job. All right. Thanks for helping, Julian. Moving on to the next question. In the TV special, It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Who is Linus waiting for in the pumpkin patch? Okay, we're pausing the timer. That's fantastic. This is my favorite Halloween TV special. It's a classic. First year, it's not going to be on ABC. Sad. But nonetheless, I think we all know, well, we have, it looks like a dinosaur over here on the corner there. I'm going to ask your name first. Go ahead, click unmute for us.
Hello.
Hi there. What's your name?
Austin.
Austin. Nice to meet you, Austin. Austin, are you dressed up as a dinosaur?
Dragon.
Oh, dragon. I didn't see the tail. Can you stand up? Can you show the tail? Is that something we can do?
No tail.
No tail. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, maybe wings. Right on, right on. Okay. So, do you watch Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown every year?
Yes.
Nice. So you know what the answer is. And I'm going to ask you one more time. Who is Linus waiting for in the pumpkin patch?
The Great Pumpkin.
The Great Pumpkin. Let's find out. I have a good feeling about this, bud. It is the Great Pumpkin. Linus was waiting for the Great Pumpkin to bring and shower gifts to all the good boys and girls. All right. Thanks for helping out. Here's a supplemental question in the TV special Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Who does Linus mistake the Great Pumpkin for? Someone pops into the pumpkin patch. He thought it was the Great Pumpkin, but it wasn't. Who did he mistake the Great Pumpkin for? If you think you know the answer, throw that hand up. Put your hand in the air. Wave it like you just don't care. All right, let's see. We have let's try. Let's go to the next page. We're gonna get everybody. We got Camden Harrison over there on the left side. I believe. We might be Iron Man. We'll find out. We'll all take a peek at the costume. Hi there.
Hi.
How are you? What's your name? Are you Camden?
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm sorry. You're not Iron Man. What's your costume?
Genji from Overwatch.
Genji from Overwatch. Very cool. I love it. Now, do you know who Linus mistaked the Great Pumpkin for in the most sincerest pumpkin patch?
I think Snoopy.
You think Snoopy. Okay, we're a little iffy. That's okay. We're going to find out right now. That is correct. It is Snoopy. Good work, bud. Very nice. Thank you for helping. That was another correct answer from everyone participating. You guys are very good on this. We're going to ask, what's my name? Who's this? Who's this on the side here? We had a lot of discussion when I put this together. All the staff here didn't know who this was. I'm going to see how many of you in the chat know who this is. If you know who this is, let's see. Suzanne, we got a witch. We got a waving witch.
That's
Hello?
my mom.
Oh, that's your
my
mom.
mom's name.
You're using your mom's account so you don't have to pay for one. Good thinking. I love it. What's your name?
Willow.
Well, Willow, it's nice to have you on. Willow, I'm Todd. Now, Willow, what's my name? Who is this?
Mavis.
Mavis. Bonus points. Do you know what's her last name?
Mavis Dracula?
Okay, let's see if you're correct, Willow. Yes, it is Mavis Dracula, and 2 points for you because you know both the first and her last name. Thank you so much, Willow. I appreciate that. All right. And again, she's from Hotel Transylvania. Fantastic film if you haven't seen it. All right. So next question. How much did Americans spend on Halloween last year in 2019? And this is last year. How much, according to the internet, which is 100% accurate all the time, as you all know, how much did Americans spend on Halloween in 2019? Did they spend $970,000? Did they spend $101.2 million? Or did they spend $2.6 billion with a B? All right. Multiple choice. Let's see. Let's call on somebody in the chat. Maybe someone who hasn't. We got Christopher. Yes. But we have a pink princess, it looks like. We're going to pull you up. We're unmuted. We got oh my gosh, we got a whole clan, a whole bunch of stuff. Wakanda forever. Very nice. We have, I love this family. We have Tinkerbell. We have, what do we have? Who do we have in, the devil with a pitchfork. A cute devil, though. Can you do me a favor, guys? Can you click unmute? There it is. Now we can chit chat. We have Black Panther. Hi, guys. How are we? All right, but I need a Wakanda forever. There it is. All right. Fantastic. All right. So we have 3 people here. We're going to ask you each what you think the correct answer is. Tinkerbell, we're going to start with you. Do you think people spent $970,000, $101.2 million, or $2.6 billion? All right. Well, we'll ask Black Panther. Black Panther, how much do you think they spent? Don't quite know? If you were to wager a guess, do you think it's in the 1,000, a million, or the billion?
$1 billion. Yeah.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I can hear you through the vibranium mask. All right, and we got the devil. What do you think?
Devil, what do you think? 2.6 billion.
You think it's 2.6 billion. Okay, let's see if they are correct. It is 2.6 billion. I'm impressed, you guys. Thank you so much for helping. We spent a lot last year on Halloween. I think we'll save a little bit this year. All right. So guys, how many colors of M&Ms are there in a regular bag of M&Ms? We're not talking special flavors. We're not talking 4th of July M&Ms. We're talking a regular bag of M&Ms. How many colors? And I will give you a hint. It's not 2.6 billion. Okay, let's see. Oh, we're looking at everybody on the Zoom screen. Someone maybe we haven't seen yet. There's a scientist at the bottom there. Can we talk to him? I think he's a mad scientist. Go ahead, click unmute for us, bud.
5.
Hi. Okay, so you're saying you think there's 5 different color M&Ms.
5.
And I have to ask, what's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua, it's nice to meet you. Are you wearing the lab coat and everything?
Yep.
Very nice. Uh-oh, it's looks a little dirty. Have you been doing a lot of science experiments? Very nice. I love when kids are into the STEM, the arts and sciences. Very cool. Now, you said 5 different colors. You think there's 5. What colors do you think are in the bag?
Green, blue, red, yellow, brown, and orange.
Okay, so you think there's 6 because you named them out loud. Okay, we'll see if you're correct. We're gonna start the timer again. It is 6. You did it. Counting them out really did help. Thank you so much. Very nice. Okay, next question, guys. Multiple choice. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Is it 144? Is it 252 licks? Or is it 411 licks? How many licks does it take? All right. If you think you want to venture a guess, throw your hands up in the Zoom. We got, let's go to Michaela up at the top left. Hi there.
360 more.
Okay, so you think it's, I'm sorry, how much? How many did you say?
364.
Okay, he's venturing his own guess. That's fantastic. I love it. And what's your name, bud?
Grayson.
Grayson. It's nice to meet you. Grayson, what do you dress up as?
A zombie football player.
A zombie football player. Very cool. All right, and then do we have a zombie cheerleader?
Yes.
Next to you? Hi, and what's your name?
Chloe.
Hi, Chloe. Chloe, what's your guess? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
I would say 252.
252. So not 144, 252, or 411. All right. So this is a tricky one. We're gonna see if you guys are correct. But before we do, you know what? I just want to compliment you guys. I saw you dancing during the pre-show. You had some nice moves. So very cool. All right. Now let's start that. Thank you, and we'll see. Well. The correct answer is the world may never know. So if any of you guessed any of those numbers, you are actually correct. So colleges and universities across America have tried this, both using machines and their own experiments, and they've come up with a whole bunch of different numbers, including those 3 there. So I think we're all a winner on that one. Who's this guy? What's my name? Whatever you do, don't say his name 3 times, okay? We don't need to conjure him up, but we just want to know what his name is. So if you think you know his name, I'm going to ask you only to say it once. So let's go to the chat. Yes, perfect. Let's do Lindsay Carter up at the corner there. We're unmuting, and hi, what's your name?
My name's Julie Elise.
Well, it's nice meeting you. What's your costume?
11 from Stranger Things.
Very nice. Can you do some mind powers like 11 does? Can you push things with your mind? Oh, very cool. I love it. Oh, you even did the subtle side-to-side handshake. Very well done. Have you seen the second season?
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
Oh, it is not too scary for you?
No.
Oh, there was a couple times where I was a little spooked. The Demogorgons jumped out at me. That's all right. So, do you know who this guy's name is?
Pennywise?
You think it's Pennywise? That's a fantastic guess. Let's see if it is Pennywise or not. It's Beetlejuice. Oh no, have you seen Beetlejuice? You know who Beetlejuice is? Oh, well, he's a cranky spirit who causes a lot of trouble. But Pennywise is a fantastic guess. I love that. Thank you for helping out. Moving on to the next question. Name the world-renowned magician who famously died on Halloween 1926. All right, if you think you know this world-renowned magician, we'll call on you. All right, we're going to go right over there. We got some lovely Nicole and Grace Duff. Let's go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, click unmute. Nicole and Grace Duff. We're looking back at Mom and Dad. I don't know. Oh, there we are. Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you? He's talking to you, Grace.
Hi.
Well, Grace, it's nice to meet you. Grace, are you? What's your print on your shirt? What do you got on there?
Oh, she's not in a costume. It's just a dress with little flowers.
I didn't know if they were bats and scary.
Oh,
right.
No. We just joined very last minute. Did she raise her hand? Because we don't know the answer to that question.
You know what? I'm going to ask you though, Grace. Let's have some fun here, Grace. Do you know what world-renowned magician who famously died on Halloween 1926? Go ahead. Try to name the most famous magician who you might know.
Do you know any? It's okay if you don't know. You can make up a name or you can just tell them you don't know.
Mom, do you know?
I do not. Did she raise her hand? I did not know.
Yeah, we were just so excited, but you know what? That's okay. Grace, thank you for participating and helping out here. So hang out, Grace, and enjoy this, and we're going to find out the answer. Maybe we'll ask one more person. We got like bee ears. Miser Emily next. Yep, one more over. We'll talk to Emily, and then maybe Aiden after that.
Harry Houdini.
Hi, you think it's Harry Houdini? That's a great answer, and I love your bumblebee costume. I love it. Now, we're going to find out if you're right. Right now, let's look. Who's the world-renowned magician who died on Halloween? It is Harry Houdini. I am very impressed. All right, Emily, we're going to do, because I'm a magician, I like that one. We're air high-fiving through the screen, Emily and I. There it is. Nice. Okay, guys, this one's going to be an easier one. True or false? Valentine's Day has higher candy sales than Halloween. What does that mean? It means, does Valentine's Day, do people buy more candy than on Halloween? We'll find out if that's true or false. We'll go to Aiden that you were hovering over before. Perfect. We got a hockey mask on. Hopefully it's not too scary. Hi there. What's your name?
Aiden.
Aiden, nice to meet you. I see you got a little scary mask on. Cool. Do you, we're going to ask you a question again. Do you think true or false? True or false, do you think Valentine's Day has a higher candy sales than Halloween?
True.
True, you think Valentine's Day has higher candy sales than Halloween? Let's find out if you're right. It's false. It was a good guess. That was a tricky one. Halloween does sell more candy than Valentine's Day. All right. My favorite movie, Halloween movie of all time, Hocus Pocus. Question right now, what was the original title for Disney's Hocus Pocus? Is it Halloween House? Is it Binks's Revenge? Or is it Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo? So the movie Hocus Pocus, when they were making it and writing it, what was the name before Hocus Pocus? Was the name before Hocus Pocus? Let's see. We have, yeah, we got it. Let's do that. We have Aria the Unicorn right there. Let's see if Aria the Unicorn knows.
Oh, no.
Hi there, how are we?
We've only seen this movie like every night this week. And you know,
Big fans. I love it.
You want to get
Aria the Unicorn.
Ooh.
We got, maybe mom can help. Now, I'm going to just read you the question. You're going to say either 1, 2, or 3, okay? So, is it Halloween House? Is it Binks's Revenge, number 2, or is it 3, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo? So, what was Hocus Pocus originally supposed to be called?
Yeah, go ahead.
Halloween House.
You think it was Halloween House. Let's see if you're right. You are right. It was originally going to be called Halloween House. Good job.
Yeah.
Thanks for the assist, Mom. All right. Here we go. A little bit harder. When is the next Halloween with a full moon? When is the next Halloween with a full moon? We're looking to round up to the nearest year. All right, because this Halloween in 2020, we are going to line up not only a Saturday, but Halloween with a full moon. So make sure to take a peek up in the sky this Halloween. But the question is, when's the next time we're going to see a full moon? Now, some of these are a little bit tougher, so the adults watching can enjoy just as much as the kids. All right, so let's see if we can find somebody who's brave enough to venture a guess on this tougher question. All right, we're going to just scroll through. Yes, let's talk to Harry Potter. That's a great idea. Harry Potter threw his hand up. All right, bud, you're going to click the screen to click unmute so we can say hello.
Say hi.
Hi there, what's your name?
Sage.
It's nice to meet you. I love you. Even have Harry's scar there, the lightning bolt. Good job with the costume. Are you in real life? Are you a Gryffindor? Are you a Hufflepuff? Are you a Ravenclaw? What are you? What house are you sorted into?
Hufflepuff.
Yes, a Hufflepuff too. High five, bud. Give me a high five. Air high five through the sky. I too am a Hufflepuff, along with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. We're all representing yellow. All right. So, when do you think the next Halloween with a full moon is? Oh, sorry, we accidentally muted you. So sorry, bud. We're gonna unmute you one more time. When do you think the next Halloween with a full moon is? Yeah? Well, we'll see if you're right. Let's find out right now. Oh, it's in the year 2039, in 19 years from now. Isn't that crazy? Thank you for helping out. Appreciate it. All right, we're moving on. Slightly easier question. All right. What's my name? We got two monsters right here. We got a short one, a tall one, a bald one, and a hairy one. If you know, you gotta, we need both names. Let's see. I'll give you a hint. They work for Monsters Incorporated. There's the big one's a scarer. Yeah, let's try that. Red baseball cap. You're gonna, perfect. Hi, bud, what's your name?
My name's Evan. One's Scully, I forgot the other one.
Okay, so do you think, which one? Do you think
The
tall
hairy
one?
one's Scully, and I don't know
Okay,
the other one.
Okay, do you want to venture a guess?
No, I just have no clue
No clue. Okay, that's all right.
whatsoever.
You might have got half credit. You might have got 1 point instead of 2. All right, but let me ask. I like your costume. Are you a little leaguer?
No, I'm dressed as an MLB player, but I play in Little League Fairhaven Acushnet.
Very nice. Represent Fairhaven. Whoop, whoop. All right, so you know what? I'm going to see if someone else can help you out, see if someone else can name the other monster, because I can tell you, you got that one correct. You got Sully correct. Let's see if we can get someone else to help out with the next one. We're just trying to get as many people on as possible. Yeah, let's let's go. Yeah, right. Kaylee, can we go to Kaylee? Nephew. Yeah, right there. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Mike?
Hi there, what's your name?
Mike and Haley.
Hi, Haley, nice to meet you. And who else do we have there?
Mike.
Oh, Connor.
Hello, Mike. Now, do you guys know?
Connor.
See, the answer is Mike.
Connor.
I feel like we're in 3D right now. You're coming right through the screen.
Connor.
All right, say Mike.
All right, guys, do you know who the green monster is? The shorter one? Do you know what his name is? We know the big one's Sully. Who's the short one?
Mike.
Mike. Do we know the last name?
Wazowski.
Wazowski. Let's see if it's Mike Wazowski. Yes, it is Mike and Sully. Mike Wazowski and Sully. Very nice. It's Mike with one eye. All right. So thank you, guys. Next question. How many bolts are famously in Frankenstein's neck? And we say famously because he's changed over the years in different incarnations through movies. But what is he known to? How many bolts in his neck to keep his head from falling off his body? All right. Let's see. Who might know the answer? Yeah, we can go back to people a second time around if you guys know. All right, let's go right here. Yeah, go up one. Yeah, go ahead and right there, McKenna, right there. Perfect. Let's do that one. Hi there. How are you? What's your name?
McKenna.
Oh, it is McKenna. McKenna, it's nice to meet you. And who do we have next to you?
Lila.
Well, it's nice to meet you guys. You look fabulous. Happy Halloween. All right. I'm going to need a number of how many bolts are in Frankenstein's neck. What do you think?
2.
2. Let's see if you guys are correct.
Let's see. Are you right?
It is 2. Good work.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. 1 on each side. I love it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and run through these. What is a group of witches called? Are a group of witches called a den, a coven, or a gaggle? What do you think witches are called when they're hanging out together? All right. Yep. Yeah, we can go with Michaela right there. That's perfect. Hi, guys. Good to see you again. What do you think?
A coven?
You think a group of witches is called a coven?
Yeah.
Let's see if you're right. That is correct. It is a coven of witches. Do you guys know what you call 2 witches who live together? They're broommates. All right. Moving on to the next question. What's a group of crows called? When crows are together flying around, are they called a murder? Are they called a feast? Or are they called a crowd of crows? Crow is in the word crowd, which is interesting. All right. Yeah, let's go right there. We'll say hello to Kristen there. Hi there, how are you? Kristen, what do you know? Do you have a guess?
Yeah.
What's your guess?
A murder.
A murder of crows. All right, let's see if you are right. A group of crows is called a murder. That's crazy. Thank you so much. You did it. Good job. All right, we got one more group question. What is a group of clowns called? Is it a giggle? Are they called bozos when they're together in a group, or are they just called clowns? A giggle, bozos, or a clown? Let's find out. Yeah, so let's go. Let's go, yeah, let's go up to Julian. Luigi again. Click unmute first, but hi, Julian, what is a group of clowns called? Do you think it's a giggle, a bunch of bozos, or do you think they're just called clowns?
Call clowns.
Just clowns. Let's see if you're right. You are correct. They're clowns. They're just clowns when they're in a group. We didn't trick you. Good job, Julian. What two colors are associated with Halloween? Yell out. We don't need to call on anybody. I think everybody knows. I'm seeing people say it. It is orange and black. Very nice. Guys, last question. Last question. It's a doozy. It's a two-parter. Here we go. Halloween is the day with the third highest amount of parties held in the United States. Can you name the other two who have more parties on that day than on Halloween? All right, let's see. Yeah, can we go down? Yeah, Nicole and Grace Duff. I think we had a pink Power Ranger. Yeah. Let's see. I saw that hand go up first, and then we'll ask Harry and Caden after. We'll start with Nicole and Grace. Can you click unmute on the screen? That's okay. We'll try someone else. Harry and Caden.
One of them.
Hi guys, how are we?
Good.
Very nice. We got a pumpkin and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
New Year's Eve.
Okay, so Ant-Man, what New Year's and
4th of July.
Very cool. And Pumpkin, do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
All right, let's find out. It is New Year's, but it's also Super Bowl Sunday. The most parties held in the United States, more than Halloween. Thank you guys so much for playing. You guys did fantastic. Give yourselves a round of applause. Let's show the whole screen. Let's show everybody applauding because you guys did such a great job. And I only stumped you on a few of them. So good work. I'm impressed with everybody. All right. So that was a lot of fun playing trivia with you guys. It's so much fun hanging out here at Fairhaven Television. And what would be good, like if you parents or kids or anybody, if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about Fairhaven Television, we're going to tell you a little bit right now. And right after that, we're going to check in to another community group to see what they're up to. But first, we'll see about Fairhaven TV, and we're going to head over to the family table one more time to see another lovely, I believe we're going to do spooky snack mix. So let's find out right now.
item that we're going to make here is our trail mix. Now, you can just keep this out as a party snack. I put them in little cups for the kids to take. You can also bag them like the popcorn balls and tie them up. I do have chocolate melts melting. I've got it in a Pyrex dish, and it's almost nice and melty. Do not let any of that water get into this candy, because these chocolate melts, chocolate, anything like that, it does not, water is its enemy. You do not want to get water in here. It'll automatically seize it right up. So there is no rhyme or reason to trail mix. You pretty much can put anything you would like in it. Now, when you talk about like Chex Mix, obviously you got to start off with Chex. I got chocolate Chex, you know, for the kids. So I put about half the bag in. Then I got cinnamon Chex. Cinnamon Chex. Again, add half the bag in. The autumn mix. Again, I'm not a fan of this stuff, but it is Halloween, autumn. Let's just put the whole bag in. These are the ones that got the pumpkins in it too. And we are going to make it a little healthy. We're going to put craisins in it. Why not? Look at that. Put some of that in there. Oh, pretzels. Gotta have some pretzels in there. There. Let's put some pretzel sticks in there. You can put M&Ms, yogurt-covered raisins. There's a lot, absolutely a lot you can put into your trail mix. Now, you could have it like this if you want, but I like to put some melted chocolate on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chocolate melts. There's orange ones. And if they don't have orange, but you want orange, you can put a little chocolate coloring in it. You can get that separately, but it's just as easy to go with the colored ones already. I'm going to get this out, wipe that bottom, and then I'm just going to just pour it in. And just like the popcorn balls, we do have to mix it up and try to coat it all. So let's get this all in there so we can start stirring it up. So you could add chocolate chips to it if you want, but pretty much you are putting chocolate in it. So like to get that all mixed up a little bit. Then after, just like the popcorn balls, once it's cooled off a little bit, the kids can get their hands in there. It's probably easier to do it by hand anyways. I mean, you get a little messy, I do have to say. You do have to lay it out to dry so the candy coating will set. So, after we do this, mix that right up and just spread it out. Take 2 cookie sheets. My cookie sheets are well loved. They're worn. They're love worn. And just spread it out so the chocolate melts will set. And then you just loosen it up. And like I said, you can put it in those cute little cups. You can put them in bags or just in a bowl. And pretty much this is your Chex Mix Halloween. Okay. We'll do another project in just a bit.
Hi guys, that looks absolutely delicious. I'm going to be adding that to my recipe list for sure. And hopefully you enjoyed seeing a little bit behind the scenes here at Fairhaven TV. And again, if you want to participate or get involved, perhaps you just are doing an event with your organization and you want it documented, feel free to reach out to Fairhaven TV. And that's fairhaventv@gmail.com, or just visit fairhaventv.com, or follow us online at Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. There you go. See, I remember things. All right, fantastic. All right, well, I want to introduce you to my ghost friend. Look, he flies. Okay, no one's buying it. I'm seeing everyone's faces like, no. Here, well, let's try this. Here, we're gonna try this. I'm gonna put this lovely ghost-like handkerchief. It's white. I'm gonna kind of put it just like so. Put it in like this, and maybe with just snap of the fingers, we can get. Oh, there we go. Get it to change colors into orange. Now that we have a little bit more colorful handkerchief, you know what? I'm gonna take out my trick-or-treating bag. That's right, that's what I go trick-or-treating with. It's got a handle and it's got a lovely bag here. It's my own invention. I put a zipper at the bottom to get to the candy quicker. See, I'm thinking, huh? All right, here, check this out. First, I'm gonna zip this up like so. So nothing falls out. You can see inside, you can see outside. I'll go like this so you can see it a little bit better. And then I'm gonna place it like this. I'm gonna take the orange ghost now. We're gonna drop that inside the bag, push it down. Very nice. Little magic hands. Now, not jazz hands. Jazz hands are over here. Spirit fingers are straight out. This is, of course, straight up Paula Abdul style. That's for all you parents. You're welcome. All right, here. Now that we have the little handkerchief in, give it a little zhuzh, and hopefully we can get it to form or turn into a pumpkin. No way. Yeah, but we only have one, so you know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to make two. Now that we have two, maybe, yeah, I got this one over here. Now we have a whole pumpkin patch. Now that I have three, let's see if I can juggle some jack-o'-lanterns. All right, clap along with me, guys. There it is, there it is. Oh. We'll do maybe one more. The under the leg. Oh. Nailed it. What? Yeah, check it out. And the stop. Thank you, guys. I'll be here all week. Tip your waitresses. All right. So we're going to move on. I think it's time to do another spooky story. This one gives me shivers up my arm. This one is about the house on the lake.
This is the story of the house on the lake. This is a story to keep you awake about a father and son in the house on the lake. The house on the lake was eerie and cold, with a secret within, until now never told. The little boy's name is Arthur Pale, and he is the subject of this horrible tale. As Arthur got ready for bed the first night, he felt in his bones that something wasn't quite right. So he climbed into bed and laid very still. Then he heard a strange sound that made him feel ill. He laid in his bed too scared to even scream, hoping the whole thing was only a dream. Then from beneath his bed came a noise that would frighten the bravest of boys.
I am the Saurus, and this is my bed, and all that slept here have ended up dead. If you want me to eat you, then of course you can stay. If you want to live longer, then run far away.
Arthur screamed out, "Daddy, come quick!" His father rushed in thinking Arthur was sick. There's a monster under the bed, the boy cried. His father, half smiling, looked at Arthur inside.
There aren't any monsters under your bed. It's just your imagination from something you've read. So go back to sleep. It's 1:15. You'll be grumpy tomorrow, and that won't be fun.
Arthur wasn't consumed by the monster that night. He trusted that his father was right. It was all just a dream, as his father had said, so he pulled back the duvet and jumped out of bed. Arthur played in the garden for 5 hours or more. He played hide and seek with his friend from next door. The boys played all day until the sun left the sky. It was now getting quite late, so the friend said goodbye. Arthur went straight to bed and fell asleep right away, exhausted by the hours of vigorous play. But soon he awoke with a chill in his bones, fearing the worst. He was no longer alone. Wasting no time, he cried out in fear, praying his father was able to hear. In a matter of seconds, he was there in the room, saving his son from imminent doom. His father said,
Arthur, you really must rest. You've got school in the morning and a numerosity test. There aren't any monsters. They're just tricks of the light.
And he gave him a hug and kissed him goodnight. Again came the chorus from under the bed.
You did not take heed from the warning I said. If you're still here tomorrow, I'll eat you without fail, and no one will see you again, Arthur Pale.
In the morning, poor Arthur was in total despair. He was going to be eaten, and that didn't seem fair. He must make his father believe of his plight, that the Saurus might eat him that very same night. Again, Arthur's father showed little concern, not knowing the terrible lesson he'd learned. Instead, he told Arthur not to fuss anymore, that there weren't any monsters, of that he was sure. Arthur refusing to sleep in his bed, he slept in a chair by the fire instead. This was the last time Mr. Pale saw his son, when he put him to bed at 1:15. When Arthur lay sleeping, the Saurus arose. He ate the poor boy from his head to his toes. And with children before, he ate Arthur's coat, an action explained in the note that he wrote. Dear Father, I'm writing this note to explain that I've taken my coat because it's pouring with rain. I'll be gone for a while, but please don't be sad. Just try to remember the good times we've had. I tried to explain, but despite all my trying, you did not believe me. You thought I was lying. The monsters are real. They're not in my head. They live in my room, and they're under my bed. In closing, the Saurus signed his name, then slipped under his bed once again. He knew as he picked his teeth before long, Mr. Pale soon would enter to find his son gone. When Mr. Pale entered the next morning, he discovered his son had gone without warning. After reading the note, he cried,
What have I done? I wish I had listened to my poor troubled son.
He waited for Arthur until 50 years passed. In that house, all alone, Mr. Pale breathed his last. In a chair by the fire, they found the boy's father with a note that read simply, Come back soon, Arthur. The house stood for years undisturbed and forgotten. Like the secret it kept, the woodwork was rotten. Then one day, the north wind blew fierce and cold. There appeared in the garden a sign that said, Sold. This is a story that will keep you awake about a girl and her mother and a house on the lake. The house on the lake was eerie and cold with a secret within, until now, never told.
Ooh, I got goosebumps. That was a great story. We're back here in the graveyard for another fun thing for you guys right there at home. Now, you see this in front of me because you probably recognize it for the people who have attended our event last Saturday. It was a safe trick-or-treating pickup where you got a bag full of goodies. We'll open that in just a second. And there was also a photo spot people could take spooky photos in front of, and we'll get to that a little later on. But for now, I thought it'd be fun to open the bag, see what we got inside, and to open the mystery bag. So if you guys have it, take it out. Very nice. It's okay if you missed the event, or you couldn't make it, or heck, you know, maybe you just didn't know about it. To know about it, follow Fairhaven TV. They do a lot of giveaways and contests throughout the year. So you want to follow them on social media for sure. Let's open this bag. Parks and Rec, the Rec Center in Fairhaven, teamed up with Fairhaven TV to put this together. We have a lovely trick-or-treat bag here filled with an invitation to this lovely event, as well as other things that we couldn't do this year, because they normally throw a big party in Town Hall where you can trick-or-treat and do a bunch of different things, including, that's right, including, I'm messing with the director right now. Where am I going? This camera? This camera? All right. Here, we'll go back to the table camera. All right. So we had lovely arts and crafts, including coloring pages and different activities. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, as well as enjoying toys and, of course, candy and treats. I see the people with the bags in the Zoom. Raise your hand if you have any candy left from your bags. Oh, we have a few. Okay. Not as many as I expected, you know. That's okay if you guys, you know, enjoyed some already. Oh, we got the paddle ball going. The banana's got the paddle ball. You're better at me at that. Actually, can we talk to the banana? Actually, I want it because I couldn't get my little paddle ball to work as much. Let's see if you can paddle. Let's see it, bud. It's going all over the place. There, very nice. You got a lovely technique. And a Frankenstein on yours. Good job. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, that's one of the fun goodies that Fairhaven TV got to put with you, along with this lovely Fairhaven TV business card. Right? It does magic. Watch. You can actually see it. You can take it, and it completely disappears, and then it comes back, and it's like magic. Right? So you can have fun trying to do that at home. All right. But while we're all here, it's time to open the mystery bag. It's okay if you don't have a mystery bag. Like I said, you can, I'll explain. First, we're going to open it. Let's tear this open. Go ahead, open that up. Be careful, don't rip the other stuff inside. Very nice. We have a couple of lovely items here. We got this. Oh, what? A Todd Migliacci Magician postcard. That's right. Oh, it looks like this guy is available for your next event. Todd at toddthemagician.com. Okay, so first thing you do, you go ahead and you take this bag, put it in the recycling bin. That's right, recycle here in Fairhaven. So we're gonna do, you're probably all wondering, what are we doing with these ordinary objects? A cup, bills, these are play money, and a Fairhaven TV pencil. We're gonna teach you magic tricks you can do right from your house right now. So if you don't have a bag, you can certainly grab these items if you have them around your house. And we're gonna start off with a pencil. You can use a pencil, a pen, all that sort of stuff. FairhavenTV.com, right on it. Now, right now, I have magical powers, not just as a magician, but I have spider sticking powers, kind of like Spider-Man. But you can kind of take anything. You can take this pencil and get it to almost like stick. Watch. And it gets to stay right on your hand. And there's no glue, there's no tape, there's no sticky stuff. You can kind of basically just get it to kind of like stay just like that. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, Todd, I don't have magic sticking powers. That's okay. I'm going to teach you and give those powers to you right now. Okay, well, maybe it's not powers. It's really just the secret. And here's the secret, you guys. It's true. You're only using one pencil in both your hands. You're going to go ahead and hold the pencil in your left hand, almost like it's in your fist, just like that. But when you come up to hold your wrist, to almost like shake it, what you're going to do is just extend one finger. So this is what it looks like from my point of view. You can see that my index finger of the other hand is holding up the pencil. And then, so when you're showing your friends, you keep the back of your hand facing them so they don't see behind. They don't see behind here. You want to make sure to face that way. Good work, very nice. All right, and then it's all about pretending at this point. You're going to pretend you have these spider powers. So then you go ahead and you slowly open your hands and you make sure to move your thumb up like this. They'll think you're just holding onto it, right? So you're going to keep it like that and give it a little shake. Then you close your hand and you just, it doesn't even look like I'm holding my finger here. All you got to do is just literally let go. And then you come back one more time, and this is when you give it a good shake this time, and it's stuck to your hand. All right, let's see the whole Zoom. Let's see everybody. If you are magically sticking a pencil to your hand, let's see. Oh, we got oh, wow, look at everybody. These quick learners. Oh, we got Morgan. Morgan's shaking, very nice. Brittany's got it. HP is doing it. He's using his wizard powers. You can actually, that's a good point, Harry Potter, you can use your magic wand and do the same trick. Very nice. All right, good job, you guys. I think you've mastered this. I think we're ready to move on to magic trick number 2. All right, yeah, this is fantastic. We're at Hogwarts. We're moving on. We're going to take out these bills. Now, you can use bills from any country. I provided these playbills for you to practice with. But again, you can use any sort of paper, including real money. All right. So you also have attached to these bills 2 paper clips. I'll give it a little shine there so you can see. Just 2 ordinary paper clips, and all you need is 1 bill, right? So you're going to take the bill. First, I'll show you the trick. All right. I'm going to fold this bill up, and I'm going to take these paper clips. I'm going to paper clip this bill open just like this, and they're not touching each other. Okay, so we have 1 paper clip here and 1 paper clip here. Is it easier to see against my black shirt like that? Perfect. All right. Now, I need a help from my ghost friend. He's floating right around here, right? My ghost name, his name's Bob. You can name your ghost anything you want, but I'm going to go with Bob. I don't know why. I just am. All right, here we go. Watch. Bob is going to catch these as it pops up into the air. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. And no way. Bob has connected them just like that, mid-air. And you can do this trick with your ghost right at home. So what you're going to do is, for me, I have to unlink my paper clips. So these really, truly are 2 regular, ordinary paper clips. These are just metal. They don't have the wax coat on it because that makes things a little stickier. So the secret to this is they really just, the trick works by itself, meaning it's self-working. All you have to do is follow these steps, right? Like this. So this is the view from me. Now, you don't fold it. Don't fold it like a book. What you're going to do is you're going to hold 1 hand on this side, 1 hand on this side, and all you do is you lift 1 hand over the other, and it creates an accordion. It creates an S curve almost. Does that make sense? So don't fold in half. You're basically putting into thirds. Now that you're here, all right, actually, yeah, Miranda, you can come real close to this. All right, and then you're going to take 1 paper clip, all right, and then you're going to clip it right here. Thank you guys very much. You're going to put 1 paper clip, clipping these 2 pieces together. So if I was to let go, you can see that it's really on only 2 pieces of the bill. Then you put it on this side in the middle of a loop. And don't worry, we'll do it 1 more time. And you can see that now you have this configuration. So what happens when you pull, watch the paper clips as they come together. And basically, since they're on each side of the bill is going to undo. They have now connected to each other. And then it pops right off automatically like that. And they come linked. So that's the easy part, and we'll do it one more time. We're going to get the overhead shot so you can see from my view. So you're going to show your friends a lovely bill. You can borrow it from a friend or a loved one. You're going to create this, and you're going to tell people, oh, you see, I've got this kind of folded over. I'm going to put my clip on one side here. I'm going to put it on this side so they're not touching in any way. Again, remember, you put it inside the loop. Now you hold the extra bill right there and here. And all you got to do, basically, is you pull it apart. It's going to pop up. You got to now use your imagination. We're going to pretend that it's our friend who's going to help. And again, we're not going to do it slow so they see what's happening. We're going to do it pretty quick. We're basically just going to open it up and watch what happens if it pops up. And the hardest part is catching. It's on the way down. It's really tough. Let's see if anyone has mastered this in the Zoom. It's okay. This one takes a little bit of practice to get the right thing and the catching and doing all that. But it looks like you guys got that going on. Oh, we dropped some on the floor. That's okay. Oh, Camden's doing it. Very nice. Popped it up. Very cool. Mad Scientist is working real hard on it. Very nice. Brittany, the girls over there is working. Very nice. Very nice. And we're triumphant. We're holding the paper clips up to say we did it. We did it. Very nice, you guys. Good work. Have fun with this trick. Again, this will take a little bit of practice. As a magician, you have to practice your tricks. All right? It's like Batman's dad always says, Bruce, why do we fall? So we can pick ourselves back up, learn from our mistakes, and move on. And that's what you do. Here we go. We're going to do the last trick with your kit here, your mystery bag. You have a foam cup. You can use foam cups from your favorite coffee place. Parents, go ahead and start saving these, rinse them out, and we're going to do a magic trick with them. You can even have a little bit of liquid in it, kind of drop, pour it out. What I'm going to do right here, I'm going to take this. Actually, you know what? Don't go anywhere. I'm going to disappear for a second. And I'm going to grab a magic marker. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my magic marker. You can do this after. You don't have to do it right now, guys. But since it's Halloween, I'm going to draw a little ghost face on it. All right. Eyes. Very nice. I'm sure you guys can do it a lot neater. All right. But as you can see, we have our lovely cup here. Now it's a ghost cup. This ghost, well, it's just a container for a ghost. I need to grab Bob. See, I got him by the tail, and I'm going to put him inside this cup. Now he's in the cup, and he can do something magical. Watch. Oh, very cool. And Bob helped make this cup float in air, and now you can too. All right, so what you have here in front of you is a cup. I drew something on the front, but on the back side of the cup, you can see that, yes, I took a pencil and I poked a tiny hole in the cup. So you have a hole in the back side. You have it pre-done. If you don't, just take a little boop. Now, you don't want to rip a big hole in it. You want just a small one, because when you're showing people, it's an ordinary cup, right? You didn't see this tiny hole to start with. Now we're going to make a little bigger hole because we're going to show you the back side. We're going to show you what it looks like from my view right now. Very nice. You can see what I do is I hold the cup in my hand, so my thumbs are behind it, and my fingers are in the front. And then all I do is in my dominant hand, because I'm a right-handed person, I just take my right thumb and I go, boop. That's right. You can see now inside the cup is my thumb. So right now I have the cup attached to my thumb. Okay, this isn't magical, I understand. Okay, this does not impress anyone. But what impresses people is if you have an empty cup and then you put your thumb into the cup, and then again, we're using our imagination. We're pretending that there's a ghost inside. We grab the ghost, we put it inside the cup, and then we focus on it, and the cup starts moving a little bit. So I don't let go at this point. All I'm doing, you can see the overhead shot. You can see that I'm just moving my thumb. I'm just moving it up and down a little bit, a little up and down, and that's what makes the cup look like it's bouncing around on the inside of my hand. Then you go ahead and slowly pretend to make it look like you're doing something more important. You release your fingers, and then you kind of back this hand up a little bit. So when you slowly move your fingers and you move your thumb up and down, it looks like it's floating right there in midair. So this is what it looks like from your view. And now this is what it looks like from the front view. It looks like the cup is floating there, and then you do it just for a quick second. So after it comes here, you open like this, and then as if the ghost lets it go, as if it drops, and you just take your thumb out. And then what you can do is you can rip it open, or you can just kind of squish it back together, and you're back to normal. And that's the ghost cup. And now I want to see you guys try this. We're going to pull up the whole Zoom. We're going to see a whole bunch of floating cups. Let's see if you guys can do that. Oh, we even got some drawn on. Very nice. Over in the Brittany C home. Very cool. Michaela's going. Emily's doing it. Julian's doing it. Julian, tip the cup a little closer to me so the base is on your hands. There it is. Cool. Very nice. Here's a pro tip for you guys. Don't actually do this. You're going to want to see what it looks like from the front, right? But this doesn't look magical. You want to make sure it's always facing your friend. This is why we practice in a mirror to see what it looks like from a point of view. But we're scrolling through. We're going to see everybody on the Zoom. You guys are doing a great job. I'm very impressed. Budding magicians right there. Good work. I'm going to applaud you guys and your magic tricks. And again, if you don't have a mystery bag, you can certainly do these with your own stuff at home. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully you can enjoy one more activity at home this Halloween. And if you have any questions, feel free to email Fairhaven TV or myself. Happy to answer any questions for the budding magicians. All right. And you know what? It'd be good, now that we've checked in with everybody on their magic tricks, let's check into another community group, the NFIA, see what they're doing for Halloween, and let's learn another cooking segment. Oh, Rotary, you know what? We did. Let's do Rotary.
I'm president of the Fairhaven Rotary Club.
Hi, I'm Melissa Kaharski. I'm the past president of the Fairhaven Rotary Club. Rotary International is the largest civic organization in the world.
And in Fairhaven, did you know that our Fairhaven Club has been around since 1976?
I was born in 1976.
We are dedicated to our community and to all of you. Some of the things that the Fairhaven Rotary has done most recently, especially in this pandemic, is we've participated in the Million Mask Challenge. We're donating masks to our local fire and police stations, schools, and libraries. Along with, during the pandemic months back in March, April, May, we provided free lunches to our essential workers. It is something that we take great pride in to work with our community.
We also have our annual scholarship program in which we give scholarships to area seniors. And speaking of seniors, our claim to fame has been our annual Senior Talent Showcase. This year would have been our 5th year. However, due to the pandemic, we had to cancel, but we're hoping to bring it back in 2021.
We certainly do a lot for our community, and we do a lot for each other. We build friendships, and we build our community base. And we would like you to be a part of it. We meet every Tuesday at 12:15 at the Village Cafe on Center Street. You can get more information from our Facebook page, and we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We are going to do caramel marshmallow pops. It's these little guys here. Now, when I did mine, I was able to buy these marshmallows that were shaped like ghosts. You can't tell that they're ghosts, so it doesn't really matter if you use the round, big, fat marshmallows or not. So you can use whatever marshmallows you want. And we're going to make the caramel first, and then we're going to get everything ready. So to start this, I like to use a heavy pan. Pretty much anytime you're dealing with, you're going to make candy, especially caramel. If you have a heavy pan, that is the best pan to use. Now, to make this, we need a half a cup of butter. So we're going to put half a cup of butter in here. We're going to put a half a cup of sweetened condensed milk. You're going to put that in there. Sweetened condensed milk. Get this out of the way. Now you're going to use caramel. You're going to use 10 ounces. I'm sorry. Let me just double check. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing of caramel. 14-ounce bag. This is an 11-ounce bag. These are the caramels. You can get them anywhere. They're wrapped, so you got to unwrap them. However, I do have my own caramel that I have in a block, so I was just able to cut them. So we're just going to put them in there. If you have it, that's great. If you don't, look at that. It's better than unwrapping those whole things, trust me. But with that said, perfect job for the children. You know, make sure you have extra because I'm sure they're going to put up a couple of them in their mouths. So you put this on the stove. Again, medium to high heat. Keep an eye on it because you're going to have to stir it. In the meantime, it's going to end up looking like this, only it's going to be in a pourable consistency. And this is not, but this is how it's going to end up looking. So what I would do next is I am going to put the sticks in the marshmallows. Look at these marshmallows. They're ghosts. Aren't they cute? So, you know, it's Halloween. You have to stick them at least halfway in. You're not going to stick these into the caramel because when you do, the caramel will melt them and you'll end up with a stick and no marshmallow on the end of it. So just keep stirring until your caramel is all melted. It's incorporated with the butter and it's ready to go. And when it is ready, again, you're not going to be sticking the pops in there because you'll lose it. So the caramel is pretty well done. Here we go. So now we got caramel. Look at that. And it's again, it's pretty warm. But what we're going to do with this caramel is we're just going to spread it on those marshmallows. Okay. So you're going to take a spoon. You're going to use the back of the spoon. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your marshmallow and you're just going to paint it. Now the idea to get your whole marshmallow is because you want it to pick up all your things. Now I put them right into a cup. You can, or you don't have to, but I put them right into a cup. So that's our caramel marshmallow pops.
Those look absolutely delicious. And I have to say, the plating, the presentation on those are fantastic. It's going to make my treat table look fantastic this year. Hopefully you'll enjoy that recipe as well. What we're going to do right now, I need some help with a card trick. I'm going to need somebody from Zoom. If we got a hand, I'm going to have the director randomly select a person. Yes, we'll pull them up. If you're asked to get unmuted, Harry and Caden.
Yeah.
Hi there. How are you?
Hi. Good.
Perfect. All right. I'm gonna have you guys both help out.
I need to say something. Tell him something.
All right. So I have a deck. All right, so we have two decisions to make. We have the decision of what the suit is, that's either hearts, spades, clubs, or diamonds. Then there's also the other decision that is going to be what the value of the card is, that 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up. I'm going to have Ant-Man. You're going to help me out first. You're going to name the suit. Would you like a heart? Do you want a diamond? Do you want a club, or do you want a spade? Whatever you choose, we're going to use.
Diamond.
Okay, we're going to have a diamond. Now we need a roll of diamonds. Now, pumpkin, slow. All right. So we need the something of diamonds. What is it going to be? A 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King?
5.
All right. So together, you came up with a random card. The 5 of, what was it?
Diamonds.
5 of diamonds. Very nice. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open this up and slow. Because before you guys, I even asked before you guys even out, I'm going to go through this. You can see that there's one card I turned opposite of all the other cards. We didn't prearrange anything, right? So check this out. Wouldn't it be weird if that one card is your card? I love it. Thank you guys for helping out. I appreciate that very much. Very cool. All right. Well, we're going to keep this night rolling. We're going to actually show you a little something that happened. Again, we had the Fairhaven TV teamed up with the Fairhaven Rec Center to put together a safe trick-or-treating and photo spot event this past Saturday. They put together a lovely montage of everything that happened there. And all the kids that you see here who took photos in costume are entered into our costume contest. And we're going to reveal those winners right after this. So sit back and enjoy the festivities. that looked like it was a fun event, and everyone was dressed up, and costumes looked amazing. I still don't know what I want to be for Halloween, so I was hoping someone could help. Before we announce the costume contest winners, I think I need to decide on a costume. See, I'm at home and already decorated for Halloween. I'm all cozy with a blanket, and actually, Fairhaven TV gave me a sweatshirt. Yeah, there it is. Give me a sweatshirt to wear, and don't mind my buddy over here. He's been lazy all day. He's been lazy bones, I guess you could say. All right. So over here, I actually wrote down possible costumes. I'm going to need someone to give me another suggestion of what they think I should be for Halloween. So let's go into the Zoom and see. We'll get someone to randomly. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's try Camden. Go ahead, unclick to say hello. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hi. So Camden, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take your suggestion very seriously. I'm going to write it down on a sheet of paper, and then I'm going to include it with all the other suggestions because I've been asking all of my family and all of my friends, and then we're going to randomly pick one, okay? So first, I need from you, what do you think I should be for Halloween?
A cucumber.
A cucumber. All right.
Yeah.
So random.
It's random, but I love it because no one would have known. And we're gonna get real close because I want you to see I wrote cucumber down, and I'm including it in the rest of my possible costumes over here. So there we have cucumber. All right, we're gonna fold that up. Now we're gonna mix it in here as well. All right. I'm gonna move this to the side. I'm gonna make a couple rows and I'm gonna make some columns, okay? So let's get a few this way, we'll get a few that way. All right, now, it was Camden, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Camden, you have a choice here. You're gonna choose, would you like the first row? Would you like the second row or the middle one? Or the third row, which will be the back? Now remember, whichever one you choose, that's the grouping we're going to use. Okay, would you like the front, the middle, or the back?
Middle.
You want the middle. Okay, we're going to get rid of the front. So yeah, I'm not going to be SpongeBob. Yeah, I don't think I'll be SpongeBob. Let's see. I'm not going to be a Ninja Turtle, and so forth. So I'm not going to be a pirate or all that good stuff. So you said middle, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get rid of that. Now, you're going to choose right now. Would you like me to be this one, number 1, this one, number 2, or this one, number 3? And remember, whatever you choose right now is going to be my Halloween costume. And it could possibly be a cucumber. What would you like, 1, 2, or 3?
Number 1.
Number 1. All right, let's see what it is. Number 1. Camden chose, can we see it's a rabbit? We chose a rabbit.
Okay.
All right. Now, you didn't choose this one. You didn't choose this one, which is a Mickey Mouse. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E, right? And it's not Captain America, Team Cap, right? We chose a rabbit. Very nice. And that's weird, Camden, because you chose a rabbit for me to be for Halloween. And I'm glad we're in sync because actually, let's open this up. We, in fact, actually are completely in sync. That's right. Good job, buddy. I think we did it. I think I got a nice Halloween costume. Thank you so much for your help. All right. So now that I'm fully dressed up in a Halloween costume, I think we are ready to announce the Halloween costume contest winners. Again, it's the people who were able to attend the rec center photo spot op that you saw in the previous little montage. So let's go ahead. We're going to announce the top 5. Now, if I announce you as a winner, wave your hands in the Zoom so the directors can see you, only if you won, okay? All right. So we're going to announce number 5. I'm going to do a drum roll. 5th place. We have Princess Leia and Mary. I love the hair. We even have little buns on the side. Super cute, super awesome. If you are still here, go ahead, wave your hands in the air. If you are Princess Leia okay, we're gonna move on to the 4th place winner. 4th place winner, we have a NASCAR driver, Elliot. I think we have him in the chat. Let's go ahead, let's pull you up, bud. Go ahead, click on mute.
Click on mute. Hello.
Hi, what's your name again?
Austin.
Austin, that's right, Austin. You're a dragon tonight, but you were a NASCAR driver then. Congratulations. You are number 4. Give me number 4. Throw it up. Very nice. Good job. Hope you have a happy Halloween. Thank you for being here, and thank you for coming. And practice with magic tricks. All right? Next time I see you, I want to see a trick. Sound good? Thanks, bud. All right. Now we're going to bronze. We're going... Oh, he got... Awesome. Did the cup. Nice. All right. So we're going to go 3rd place. Here we go. 3rd place. She is a waterbender. Kara, I think, is the name of the character. Let's see. Is she in the Zoom? Wave your hands if you're in the Zoom. She was. Okay. That's all right. Congratulations. 3rd place. All right. Cool. We're going to go to 2nd place. Princess Unicorn, completely picked at random from our judges' selections. Do we have Princess Unicorn in the chat? She's here.
Look.
Wearing a mask. Hello. Hi.
Say
Good
hi.
to see you. Was it Aria? I think it was Aria, right? Aria, what are you going to do now that you won 2nd place in the Fairhaven TV costume contest?
Go to Disney World.
Go to Disney World. That's a lovely plan. Lovely plan there. So are you going to dress up as the Princess Unicorn for Halloween?
Tell Todd. Yes.
Very nice. Well, you looked lovely. And this is for you for winning 2nd place. Here we go. We're going to do another popper. Huzzah. Good job. Thank you, Aria. Congratulations and happy Halloween to you. All right. Now, we're on to the 1st place. I'm going to get my next confetti out here. I'm ready to go. 1st place. There we go. All the way from Oz, we have Dorothy, Toto, and the Tin Man. Tin Man even has a heart. If you're here, we'd love to say hello. Go ahead, click unmute.
Did we win too?
Yeah, you won.
Hi there.
Yay.
Congratulations, you guys. You got a Paw Patrol, Candy Patrol shirt on, but you were dressed up as Dorothy and the Tin Man. Are you guys going to dress up like that for Halloween?
Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah, we're undecided. I was undecided before as well. So that's pretty cool.
I'm dressed up as Spider-Man.
Oh, you're going to go with Spider-Man. Very cool. Spidey's very awesome. I love it. Well, congratulations, you guys.
Big muscle one.
Oh, a big muscle Spider-Man. Very cool. So you can scale the walls, right? And you can use your new spider powers. I love it. Thank you guys very much for attending and for hanging out with us. That is very cool. And this is for you. One more congratulations to you and all the winners. Huzzah. All right. So there we go. Thank you guys very much. I'm Magician Todd Migliacci. There's a little bit more show to go. We still have one more spooky story for you. So hang out right here. But this is where I depart. I'm going to say goodbye because I have to bring up someone very important, the director of Fairhaven TV, who's going to say a few words. So again, from my home to yours, thank you very much. Have a safe and happy Halloween. Wear your masks and take care, you guys. And ladies and gentlemen, the director of media for the town of Fairhaven, Derek Freites.
I'd like to thank everyone who participated in this year's virtual haunted Halloween party at Fairhaven TV. It was a little different than what we're used to, but as we know, 2020 has been a lot different than what we've been used to. I'd like to thank my fantastic staff at Fairhaven TV for making this possible, along with everyone who gave donations and volunteered their time and efforts, especially the Fairhaven Recreation Center and their staff for the Halloween bag pickup last week. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and don't forget to watch us on channel 18 and 95 in the town of Fairhaven, and log on to fairhaventv.com for all things Fairhaven. Happy Halloween!
Our next story is called Tippity Witchet's Halloween. 2 round yellow eyes glowed like little lanterns in the darkness of the barn. Those eyes belonged to a kitten by the name of Tippity Witchet. He was all jet black except for a tiny white spot on the very tip of his tail, and he laid curled up in the straw with his mother, a nice yellow tabby, and all his brothers and sisters. His eyes were still wide open while all the rest were asleep because he was very angry. "I want to leave you, Mother, to go out and see the world." But his mother had said, "My darling, you are still a very small kitten. When you have grown somewhat older, you shall go out and see the world." Tippity Witchet sulked. The idea of telling him he was only a kitten. Giving himself a shake, he got up from the straw. He was as big as the next cat and able to meet all adventures anywhere in the world. Sneaking off to the door, he slipped across the barnyard and out to the long stretch of highway that ran out to the wide, wide world. Oh, what a moon was shining! It turned all the fields to silver, and little mists were rising, shimmering over the meadows. He was out in a white world of moonlight with little black shadows dancing here and there on the edges. He was out like a great big cat in the mystery of the night. Strutting along his way, shivering a little with cold, for it was late October, he saw a field with the cornstalks stood piled up in stacks and yellow pumpkins laying all around them on the ground. The whole field swam in moonlight. It glittered and it glistened. Tippity Witchet bounced on down the road, half bursting with delight. But then he saw something different. He passed a dried up garden, and there stood a wild-looking scarecrow wearing an old felt hat, an old black suit of man's clothes. That scarecrow startled young Tippity Witchet. He quieted down in an instant, but he said to himself very boldly, "I'm a big cat. I'm not afraid of a thing in the whole wide world." Just the same, he trembled when he came to the very next cornfields. The corn here had not been cut. It stood in ghostly rows like a band of withered old witches. Its long dried leaves hung down like ghostly withered old arms. Its tassels streamed out every which way like wiry hair. "I'm not afraid of a thing," he had to repeat to himself. But as Tippity Witchet was looking, he thought he heard a low chuckle. A little light appeared, dancing over the meadow. "Hey there, little light." He certainly heard a chorus of shrill little bell-like voices call to that impish light. And the silver mist over the field all of a sudden seemed to have millions of bright little eyes. There were spirits there laughing in the moonlight. Their filmy long white robes were trailing and curling and swirling, and the mischievous little light began to dance with the misty spirits. Hide and seek they played, till all the world seemed alive and full of strange laughter. Tippity Witchet chuckled and began to dance himself. Then Tippity Witchet heard above those chuckles a cackling laughter like the cackles of the old biddy hen. And up there against the face of the big round silver moon, he saw a black figure sailing. An old lady with a tall peaking hat and a black robe floating behind her, riding along on a broomstick and stroking a huge black cat. She sailed right across the sky, and behind her, there came in perfect triangular formation, a large group of big black bats soaring on big black wings. The old witch came circling lower and lower till she landed right in the field before the hag-like row of shriveled old corn witches. And the squadron of big black bats, breaking their orderly ranks, flew and fluttered about in a dusky cloud overhead. "Land of living kittens," Tippity Witchet cried. "Life is exciting at last." Cackling and cackling, the old witch waved her broomstick, and the town of old corn witches suddenly came to life. They began to rustle a little and crackle and snap. They waved their long withered arms and danced in even rows like soldiers. Their arms moved back and forth as they swayed on their long, thin bodies. Their hair streamed out in the wind, and they rustled and crackled and snapped. "Meow," went the old witch's big black cat. The hundreds of other black cats came running out of the shadows. They all began to dance, meowing and howling. "Here's something to brag about," Tippity Witchet cried. "Won't I tell a good story when I get home again?" But just at that moment, old Mother Witch looked down on the moonlight and spied young Tippity Witchet. "You're a nice Thomas cat in the proper color for me. I'll only need to wave my broomstick and make you my cat forever, like all these other black cats. Then you can follow me to the wide, wide world and dance in the moonlight till the very end of time." Well, Tippity Witchet went cold, and yet he was all on fire. He tingled and trembled and shivered. He wanted to join that mad crowd. "Ah, but I see a white spot on your tail. You can never be my cat until you are head to toe as black as the sky at midnight." Tippity crumpled up. To lose such fun for a white spot. "Never mind, young cat. I'll remedy that spot." Old Mother Witch waved her broomstick, and in a second of time, who came shambling along up the road but the Scarecrow out of the garden with a few carrots and turnips dancing along at his heels. He was swinging his long, empty sleeves and shuffling his big, great feet. The limp black legs of his pants were bending at very odd places. His black hat was jammed so far down, it sat on top of his shoulders. Wild little whispers of straw stuffing stuck out in crazy fashion, and one of his handless arms held an old watering pot. "Get me some ink from the shadows," Old Mother Witch called out, and the Scarecrow gave one great dive into the deepest shadows. Tippity Witchet could see the blackness of the night, like black water pours in a smooth black stream as out of some unseen faucet into the watering pot. "Sprinkle it now on the white spot on the tail of this Thomas cat," Old Mother Witch commanded. The Scarecrow had lifted the pot and was just on the very point of pouring the ink on the white spot when all at once, Tippity Witchet heard a meowing. Something came leaping and bounding, hurrying up the road. Jerking around in surprise, Tippity Witchet saw his mother come running toward him. The ink pouring out as he turned missed the spot on his tail and smeared in a big black shadow out on the ground beside him. "Tippity Witchet, don't!" his mother screeched in terror. "Keep that white spot on your tail. It's Halloween, my child. If the old witch gets you tonight, you'll never come home again." Before she could say any more, the old witch raised her broomstick. She waved it in the air, and Tippity Witchet's mother was suddenly turned into porcelain. A fine yellow porcelain cat shining there in the moonlight. There she stood, unable to move, unable to speak a word, frozen in the very act of leaping along the road. She looked like a beautiful ornament for somebody's fireplace mantle. "Meow!" Tippity Witchet's heart was smitten for a moment. His poor mother. But the dance was so very exciting. He wanted to dance with that crazy crowd. "Pour it on now," said the witch. Tippity Witchet felt creepy. He wished and yet he feared. Well, he was a grown-up cat. I don't rush into things. He threw out his chest a little. I'll just think the matter over. Then come along with me and see what you see and think what you shall think. She took him up on her broomstick, and oh, what a thrill was that. They soared up into the air and off to the neighboring cornfield. Breathless, Tippity Witchet clutched with all 4 feet the handle of the broomstick. Such a ride as that he never had in his life. They circled over the field, and Tippity saw below the corn stacked up in piles and pumpkins laying about as big and round as the moon. And the crazy cats and the scarecrow and the little carrots and turnips came again dancing through the corn stalks. Down dived the witch with a zip, landing on the ground. Pumpkins lay all around. She waved her magic broomstick, and all at once those pumpkins suddenly started to grin. They had eyes. They had mouths. They had noses. They had little lights shining inside them, turned into jack-o'-lanterns. They started to dance too, and the lights in their heads were glimmering here and there, winking and blinking. Hey there, Tippity Witchet managed to get enough courage to shout. The little lights came flickering. They drew up their flames long and lean. They leapt up into the air. They were gone altogether. The eyes of the mist spirits glittered. They trailed their white skirts and danced. The jack-o'-lanterns frolicked, grinning and winking their lights. The little carrots and turnips broke away from the scarecrow and tumbled with somersaults into the merrymaking. 1,000 little dried leaves blew in like crazy things, zipping and flipping and fluttering. The corn witches swayed themselves forward as far as they could reach with their long, thin, shriveled bodies. Old Mother Witch left her broomstick and whirled around with the scarecrow. The cats danced in crazy couples. The bats sailed and dipped and fluttered in wild antics overhead. All of the world seemed to twitter and chuckle and crackle and snap. And above the whole merry scene, the old moon laughed till he cried, his tears coming down to the earth in a showering of silver moonbeams. This is the life for a cat, Tippity Witchet meowed. Would he pay too high a price if he gave himself up forever to Old Mother Witch? What dancing, oh, what dancing. 100 times he was tempted. 100 times as he watched the scarecrow dash from dancing at Old Mother Witch's command to chase after Tippity Witchet and sprinkle the ink on his tail. But there was, by chance, one thing that Old Mother Witch had forgotten when she turned Old Mother Cat into porcelain. She had frozen the pleading and the begging in Mother Cat's pleading eyes into a fixed expression. So wherever Tippity Witchet went in that wild night, his mother's eyes shone on him, begging and pleading. That look kept just one little small grain of sense alive in the head of the giddy child cat. Mother Cat couldn't talk, but still she could speak with her eyes. And so, every time the scarecrow snuck up on Tippity Witchet, he whisked off and out of the scarecrow's reach. For hours, the dance went on in the moonlight, and then the old witch got impatient. The more that little black cat kept to himself and out of her clutches, the more determined she grew that she would get him for keeps. And so at last she cackled to a sleek little black girl kitten. Go and ask that standoffish young Thomas cat to dance. And the sleek little black girl kitten came and meowed very sweetly. Oh, wouldn't you dance with me? Well, Tippity Witchet just couldn't say no to an offer like that. He gave up resisting completely and went waltzing off with the girl cat out into the mist. He whirled and he whirled until he was dizzy. Life was a merry-go-round. At last he fell down to the ground, his thoughts all whirly inside him. And now he was far out of reach of his mother's imploring eyes. The last grain of sense he had disappeared in a buzzing and whizzing. The little girl cat gave a giggle and made a sign to the scarecrow. The scarecrow came up with his ink pot. Old Mother Witch stood cackling, ready to raise her broomstick, and Tippity Witchet's last hour as a nice, homey family cat with the love of his mother to cheer him seemed at last to have struck. But just at that moment, oh no! A shrill yell from the Old Mother Witch. The sky in the east showed pink, and the moon dipped suddenly down over the edge of the world. Dawn, the dawn was coming. The sun sent a warm beam. In an instant, that mad world changed. Tippity Witchet came to and opened one eye to see it. The leaves flocked down and laid still. So did the carrots and turnips. The little lights and the mist spirits disappeared as if by magic. The bats flew off in a twinkle. The jack-o'-lanterns were pumpkins. The scarecrow flew back to his garden to be nothing more than a scarecrow. The ghostly old corn witches were only rows of dried corn. And Old Mother Witch, what a change. She turned into a spider, hurrying to cover herself over with cobwebs and hide close down to the earth. The black cats turned into ants and scurried away at a great rate. And that was the end for the year of that Halloween party. Only one night a year to dance in the moonlight, all the rest of the time to be nothing more than an ant. Tippity Witchet shivered. What, he had escaped. Meow, he began to call for his mother, and at that moment, a flash, a sunbeam struck Mother Cat. In one brilliant sparkle of light, Mother Cat was released from the spell that bound her in porcelain. She sprang up high into the air. Then she leapt to Tippity Witchet and took him by his ear. Now we'll go home, she said, and don't you go wandering again until you are really as big as you thought you were tonight. And Tippity Witchet said, meow. But what that meant, you'll have to guess for yourself.